Don't panic. Don't panic. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The prison break's not going to go anywhere because we've got Geob, the enormous pig. Pigging out. Geob, why have you done this? Didn't even realize Geob was pigging out. That's incredible. On the plus side, we do have Toothless, the warden dragon. Toothless, I need you to take them carefully. Watch out for the fire. I feel like a dragon warden in charge of a solid wood prison is a terrible idea. You should just turn around and go back in. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Veronica? What the hell are you doing? Oh my god, she's dragonkin. Whoa. Hello. Yeah, okay. Stop her, though. Stop her. Dragonflight, go. I'll show you, dragon. I said I'd show you, dragon. Thank you. Good lord. Oh, no. We're going to get a magic wand. We're going to get a magic wand from this quest. Oh. That might have been a mistake. This could not be going worse. It just couldn't be going worse. In the middle of seeing the first ever colony baby. Meanwhile, we've got a dragon potentially burning down the entire base. A friendly dragon, to clarify. Not that I'm really sure it makes it much better. Oh my god, the baby's almost here. I can't keep paying attention over here. Oh god. Oh, this is a real moment. Oh, the inn is on fire, not my cozy little inn. Geob, you're fired. I mean, everything's fucking fired right now, isn't it? No, Toothless, let's stop that right now. Oh! Well, that's the end of that then, I suppose. Brilliant. So I burned down the inn for nothing. For pretty much no reason. So much for paralytic abasia. Jeff, I don't mean to alarm you. Oh my god. Stop. Come in here. Let's take the doors off. Take this away. Okay. Oh, no. Let's take that off too. Someone deal with that. Someone come in here. Sir, this is going to get very warm very fast. It's 430 degrees C and you're wearing a full set of plate mail. Sir, the baked potato. Okay, let's just try and hold it from here. We might lose the questing room. That's okay, because we've got a whole inn dedicated. We've got a whole guild hall dedicated to that. How's the baby? How about the baby? Oh my god, the baby is about to be born. Phil, what are you doing? This isn't time for breakfast. Healthy childbirth. It's baby time. Bones gave birth to a healthy baby. The baby has been given the temporary name Baby Papa Sogly. I'm sure I nailed the pronunciation on that one. Hello, baby. Oh, let's name you. You are your son of Grigna. Well, we have a tradition around here, by the way. So you are going to be Grignason. Grignason Jr., of course. Amazing. This is so good. Now, a lot of people were saying, please have a look at the baby's genes. I didn't at all whilst Bones was pregnant. But now it's going to be, it's a loot box. You know, it's an RPG. It's a loot box system. Nature's loot box. Ooh. Okay, well, hold on. I've got to double check before we have a look here. I've got to see what Grigna's got. So what would we like? I mean, hard bones would be good. Gaining Grigna's physicality, but with none of his moronicality would be amazing. And wow, yeah, the baby certainly did inherit some of the strengths, right? We got Hulk body, we've got toughness, unstoppable. These are all amazingly good. Aptitude for battle axe. That's kind of fun that you've inherited that one. And the grizzly bear summoning. Awful crafting, awful artistic, slow study. Actually, that's not nearly as bad as Grigna. You've got awful archery, intellectual healing, artistic crafting. So the baby is a slow learner, like Grigna and the Grigna before Grigna, but it's actually not that terrible. You learn things 50% as fast, but you don't have so much negative skill aptitude. That's really good. Oh, but you are a hungry baby. Oh, shit. 225%. Oh, poor sweet Bones is going to look like a raisin. We may have to cook up some supplementary baby food. You know what? Let's not worry about building a stove right now. I do think we've got the bigger things to worry about. Significantly larger problems. Okay, so this room is now... Oh, it all counts outdoors, right? Because we're taking the door off of that one too. Ah, the gold. How is gold on fire? I'm thinking we move Gunty to there and we just try and stop. We just stop the spread into this room as far as possible. No. Stop that there. There you go. We can put out the fire here and here. This is going to be so carefully controlled. If we could send some more people, I could have done that mid-childbirth, but I think it would have ruined the moment. Oh, they're doing a good job. I should give them more credit. I think between this entire squad, we're going to be fine. So we didn't even really lose that much of a room. We lost a table and a few chairs. Still kind of annoyed we failed the quest. What the hell am I going to do with this prison of people? Just like, let them go? Well, these ones still have paralytic abasia. It's just the other one's healed. They must have had some genetics that makes them immune to it. Great. We could ransom them out. They're independent space refugees. What am I supposed to do with you people? Ooh. I have an idea. We could make a caravan and we could have them set up an outpost somewhere. I'm sure they'll heal eventually, right? Oh, they're guests. They're not actually prisoners. Oh. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do? I've just got to leave them there to starve. I could always take their clothes. So now all the excitement is out of the way, my plan for today is hopefully going to make things a little more clear. Here's the plan to try and make it so that you have as much. Please pick the baby up off the floor. Come on. All that preparation. I didn't build a single frigging crib. Phil, are you good at building? Rita, are you good at building? So my plan is very simple. We're going to give everybody a dedicated bedroom. We can theme the bedroom based on the type of person they are or the type of skills they got. So Gunty might have a few corpses lying around, given they're a necromancer. Scooty might have some of those horrifying eyeball trees. We can do something fancy with it, but more importantly, I can use the sign system to keep track of their stats. I don't think it'll be too annoying, because there will be a lot of text, of course. I don't think it'll be too annoying, given that it's the Adventurers Guild, and we're going to be venturing out and checking on the inn and going back and forth, so it's not going to be constantly in your face. But I'm hoping it'll give everybody kind of a chance to actually be able to tell what's going on. So we could put a little sign outside the door. We could say, you know, Gunty, the necromancer's room. We could say that they are a level 7 necromancer or whatever they are. Level 5 necromancer. And then we could keep track of their overall level, because we do have that new mod that, apparently Rita's level 0, so clearly it's working well for her. But everyone else, it seems to be working fine. So Phil is level 10. Bones is level 0. I suppose that's because she hasn't really gone out on many adventures. What about Grigna? You're level 10. So that will give them, we can just kind of give an overall level for how much experience they've had. It doesn't really equate to much, of course, but it does directly show how much combat they've been in. So that'd be kind of interesting to throw up. And any other stats, I asked this before and there were some really good suggestions. Any other stats that are relevant, we could put outside their rooms. Look at that. You never know. We're only seconds away from losing this very cozy little inn. We do have to turn it back into indoors, though, otherwise the guests aren't going to be too happy. So I think Bones is going to take a permanent resident in the inn. We'll bring the baby over too. That way we can have the baby raised in the inn rather than the Adventurers Guild. You can make an argument for either, right? But I mean, I want to focus on having the baby trained and have good stats as much as we can do, given that it's a member of the Grigna clan. So this little building that was going to be a prison, hospital, etc., when this was our main base of operations, we'll turn it into Mansion Bones, where we can have her kind of work area, her desk and everything else. Proper nice bedroom. We'll build a little school for the baby. This baby is going to be an absolute nightmare to feed. Look, it's already got malnutrition. You've been alive a day. How are we doing with the fields? Do we actually have... okay, so we've actually got plenty of rice here. I might dedicate almost all of it to just baby food. We'll make that top priority. Anything left over, we'll just say make 10 simple meals or whatever. So because we've been so distracted over the last couple of days with base building, raid looting, apparently births, I haven't really talked about the quests, which have really ramped up recently. So we've got Frederick Godslayer, Jarl of the Viking Traders, wants us to take a special prisoner. This is a single prisoner with blood rot, so as long as we've got Rita around, it should be fine. But look, we're going to need to take a large golden chest, which can have some of the most expensive items in the game, or heavy arcanium rope for the wizards. This is really hard. This is a hard choice. I mean... you know I couldn't not do it. Frederick Man. Oh my god, it's a Jotun. The Vikings want us to take care of a Jotun. Okay, that's fine. We could turn one of the towers into a prison, I suppose. Look, I'm going to turn probably this room into a kitchen, dining area, recreation room, everything that we'll need for general life here. So if we throw a door, preferably something more reinforced than that. Oh, we can actually just build slab doors. So I'm going to throw down a slab door over that one, and we'll turn this room into the prison. She's still breastfeeding the baby. Oh my god. She literally can't feed it fast enough. Okay, that's a real concern. It's at 96% now. Bones, I'm sorry to make you do this, but we do need a prison as fast as possible. We've got an enormous Jotun out there who's basically going to stand up any second. Rita, go and carry him over, I suppose. I can't wait to go to all this trouble and open that treasure chest only to get 60 silver. Amazing. Is it any wonder it's taken us 3 episodes to put down a wooden floor? While we're still working on Castle Onioness, our adventurer guild, I want to make sure that at the inn, at least until we can get Bones back, we have a couple of people good at cooking. I guess we'll just leave Cyric, Scooty, and Gunty, given that they're the same squad. McCall is very good at plant skill, though. Although Rita's good at plant skill in the other place. So I think we leave those 4 and we send everyone else back. I'm going to keep Job here. Job is the caretaker for the inn. He's Bones' official assistant. I set the rule that we were only ever going to have 3 groups of 3, right? So you got to stay there, I'm afraid. So we're going to take you lot back, except for McCall. Job, stay there. Grigny, come back and help with your damn child. So in the nice hotel, now that we've moved out of the prison business, I've decided to charge $30 a bed because we are going to need a lot of money to be able to afford all of this arcane gear. Not to mention when the new caravan types turn up. I'm going to turn the old reliquary building. Oh, we can't reinstall reliquaries. That's annoying. We'll turn this into another hotel, but we'll make this the free hotel instead. What quest is expiring in an hour? War for Profit. Oh, this is the quest where they want us to fight like 50 people. We do get a very fancy warhammer. Her's Hand. Whoa, what? A legendary pair of gauntlets worn by one of the Hands of Almalexia. While they appear to be simple, regular, ordinated gauntlets. Oh, it's some real fancy armor. Oh, nice. Lower work speed. Oh, but they're really, really good for arcane stuff. Also very good for a rest chance. Legendary gauntlets worth 2,600. I can't. We can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't get engrossed in another enormous raid when we've got just so much to do. So along with trying to keep track a little bit more of who are who, what skills they have, what level they are, I also really want to redo all the gear. Because right now, the gear is all over the place. I'm going to have Grigna take off the helmet. I actually prefer him sans helmet, even though it is a little bit better. I'm going to give him the arcane cape, though. I did say I bought that for him. It will help out with his barbarian stuff. The sapphire ring that he's wearing helps out with trade price improvement. So we're going to give that probably to Phil. Phil is wearing an onyx ring, also helps out with that. Oh, God. Okay, we'll give that to Bones, then. Now, McCall the Garanlan, it's going to be a long time before I'm willing to send you out into a party. In fact, we haven't got room, right? Because we're going to have 3 parties of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, so you're just going to be another person helping out. You're a Garanlan. We could keep you at this base as the castle defender. Plant a Garanlan tree. That's kind of a cool idea, and then you can work with Rita on that one. Let's get you dropping this plate armor. Let's get you dropping this mask. I want to give those to more appropriate people. I think Exy can have the arcade mask. And then Pierce being a fellow barbarian, I'm going to give her the mahogany prestige plate armor of something something. Now with Pierce as well, I also want to give her this. The enormous two-handed sword. Someone in the comments suggested this, and I totally agree. Her backstory is a swordsman. She's still a barbarian, but now she can use an enormous, unwieldy sword instead. As for the very fancy warhammers we picked up, I kind of want to give Bones one. She's an artificer. A hammer is what she would be skilled with. I know a warhammer and a blacksmith's hammer certainly aren't equivalent, but I just think it suits her a lot more, given that she married into the Grigna clan. And a melee is way better. The other enormous hammer I'm gonna give to Irina. It's called Misery, and we did rescue her from bandits, so maybe there's something very poetic going on there. Maybe I'm just picking it because it's the best weapon. So this is gonna be a kitchen, dining room, prison entrance. It's very, very multi-use. This is all of our living facilities, right? So I want to make sure they've got everything just to kind of stay happy and do whatever it is they need to do. Can we build that? Don't have enough. Oh, and specifically uses linen. We might struggle for creation here, squad. I'm sorry, am I reading that correctly? Are you offering me a log and claiming that it's worth 4,700? When prompted, this log exclaims, "I am a stick, even when it could be fire." It really makes you think. Afflicted troll Udafrictor. We have learned the location of a highly dangerous Udafrictor not far from Castle Onioness. I think Grigna could take on a troll single-handedly. We could take 2 tomes of persuasion to help learn how to persuade people better. Some jade, but I mean, summon Isling Horde also sounds pretty nice, but how can I turn my back on Rhea the Persona Lock? Why is it worth 4,700? Oh my god, that's why it's worth 4,700. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Persona traits. Kind Thoughts, Arcane Meditative, Agnatic, who specifically likes being bonded with a male character, Insightful, gives extra research speed, and Stalwart gives them a chance of a small mood increase stacking multiple times. What the hell? Who am I going to give this log to? Male character to give us a talking log? Maybe baby Grignason? Where is this afflicted troll? Oh my god, it's so far away. But if anybody could take that on, it would be Grignason. He's not gonna... Grigna, look at this. The man is an attentive father. It's a Grigna clan trait going back generations. He's not going to abandon Bones and the baby. So I'm moving the animal pen over to a much more sizable field, given that we've got elephants now, right? We could always have... I'll expand that out so it goes all down the back too, but we'll fill that with plants. Then we can use this area up here for the Garanon tree, but this is really becoming a proper home for our people now. So for my grand old stat tracking idea, I'm going to get Bones quickly to breastfeeding Grignison, of course. Shocker. I want anybody who's actually capable of building. To build? Ah, Phil's on it. Phil is not on it. So for this one, I'm going to say Bones. We're going to say level whatever you are. Oh, God, this is going to be annoying to keep track of. 0. Level 0 right now. More importantly, you are a level 6 artificer. There you go. And now it's going to be a lot easier, hopefully at a glance, for you to see what's going on without me going through every single character tab all the time. So McCall, you are just the, you're kind of the castle keeper, the groundskeeper, which I think suits you pretty well. Irina is level 7. Again, that's health. I'm probably just going to rename that to level or something like that. Health level 7, you are a level 3 electromancer. So Rita is level 11. I bet the reason Rita isn't gaining health is because she is immortal, but she can still take damage. I don't really know how that works. Ageless Deathless, maybe that's interacting with it in some way. Sadly, Rita, the signs do not lie. You are level 0, but somehow a level 11 druid. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's going to keep things a lot clearer, and I'll update that at the end of every episode so that we can keep a much better track of all their stats. Or Ranlin, we don't have one there. I do think we had one spawning at the inn though, right? Or Ranlin Pod, we've got 2. Nice. Let's take that one and caravan it over to the castle pretty soon. That was, remind me, that was like a Garanon dependency, right? You're going to die without it? Tremis minus 10. If we leave it too long, will that kill you the same as the alcohol dependency? The Garanon need will be refilled as long as the performance in 15 trials. Oh, okay, so it's just a separate need bar. Got it. Oh, and my signs are already out of date. Amazing. So with the seed, let's give that to, well, I mean, Exy's the Granlin kind. She knows best. Let's get rid of all this crap. Get rid of that pen marker too. I've measured that all out so it mirrors the animatory on the other side. That's going to look quite nice for a castle courtyard, I think. There you go. And then let's connect that up to McCall. McCall explained how cute dryads are. Oh no. I'm going to take a wild stab that that's the authoritarian style. So this brings me on to the next thing I was planning to do today. You might have noticed that because we've picked up characters from across the world, they've all obviously come in with their different ideologies because we've recruited a lot of them from caravans. It's a complete mess right now. The only 4 people who are our original ideologian are Bones, Grigna, Rita, and Phil. So we have a lot of conversion to do, and this room down here I was saving specifically so that we could throw down some... Oh my god. Okay, so the party platform is the altar for, funnily enough, the party. Not that party, not the Dryad party we just saw. It's a different party. I think it fits better over here. I'm going to drop it there instead. Throw down some Neil sheets. So originally, the only buildings that were in the ideologian were the Neil sheets and a pyre, and that was it. So I've since added an altar, because unfortunately, we are probably going to need that. Didn't want the ideologian to be a focus, but given that we've got some people who've joined us who hate adventuring, does kind of undermine everything a little bit. Thank you, Bones. That does remind me we should probably check the social tabs. Given that we're trying to keep up with all the characters, you know, let's see what's happening here. Fiancé and part of the gang, that's to do with the adventuring thing, right? I think. They've been together for 55 days. Wowee. And I didn't notice that at all, but now Rita and Bones are best friends. Best friend, sister, part of the gang. That's pretty good. What do you think about Phil? Phil is just considered part of the gang as well. Okay. Phil likes everyone else, though. What the? Alcohol binges. Alcohol binges. Oh, masterword chair. I won't go through everybody, but I'm actually just curious what the original 3 think of one another. Familiar companion, so Rita kind of likes Grigna, but Grigna doesn't really like Rita. Cyric, part of the gang. Best friends with Scooty Poo. Oh, wow, they are like really, really good friends. Also pretty good with Gunty. Third wheel is very, very appropriate for their party then, I suppose. Oh, I totally forgot the Pierce and Scooty were best friends. Okay, I mean, sure, we can give them the same bedroom. Why not? Irina, pretty good friends with Pierce as well. Phil, I'm really surprised how many people are friends with Phil the Brain Eater. Never stops surprising me. Irina really likes Grigna-son, but it's that much of a surprise. Exy is just friends with everybody, all-round amicable person. And then McCall, of course, is only really just joined. Phil himself, I want to take a look at your search tab. I sent Phil back to the inn because he didn't have anything to do back at the castle. Phil and Grigna are best friends. I didn't even notice that. That's really cool. I'm really happy with that one. So the original squad, they are just like in it together. They really like one another. What does Phil think of Rita? That's the only thing I'm not entirely certain of right now. Not really. Phil and Rita don't get along, but the rest of the original gang seem to be getting along in their own ways in one way or another. Your lovers, yeah, we've seen that one before. You'll find them. What about Job? Job is an outsider, but kind of likes everybody, but everybody absolutely hates him. Oh, I kind of feel bad, but again, that is the ideology issue, which we're going to work on in a second. Because we had those ruins going quite a lot for the past couple of days, there's not only so much anima grass, but we can level up our people quite a lot too. Exy can finally freeze people solid. Absolutely massive. That's probably the best Cryomancer power, in my opinion. Cyric can go all the way up to some of your ultimate powers for the Skinwalker tree. Severance slips into the shadows, appearing beside the target and striking up their legs, instantly destroying them. Likely but not always fatal. So if there's a really, really key prisoner, say for example like that elf hero we saw an episode back, that would be a really good way to try and take some prisoners guaranteed. KO. Knocks them unconscious without leaving any lasting damage. Well, that's even more perfect, right? I'll take that one, Cyric. Rita has 2 points to spend. She can summon Pack, which could be really good in emergencies. And then we can also sprout... Oh, fully grown oak trees could be really good when resources are a little harder to get. Then we're almost finished with a druid tree, at which point I think I'll start upgrading their magical stats. When they finish one tree, we'll focus on that. And then I'm not totally against this series, at least, for upgrading them with another skill tree that makes sense for the character. Irina has a real problem here because her next power is either... I mean, Thunderbolt would be good, but then recharge batteries is not really appropriate this time, right? So that one would just be a point spent to get to a more powerful powers. I think we'll go for Thunderbolt. And then for Pierce, we're going to take it all the way up to Power Leap, which is that crazy ability Grigna was using to launch himself across the battlefield. Bones. I don't think we can do much with Bones. Bones can create... Oh, I completely take that back. Rock Golem might be the most appropriate thing I've ever seen. What's that thing there? Steel Golem. Oh, that's fun. Haywire obviously won't do much for us here, and Power won't do much for us here either. Oh, we've got to test that out. Can she build a little companion to help work around the inn? That could be good. A replacement for the enormous pigman. Grigna also has another point to spend. Guided Arrow. Oh, he doesn't want that. Beckon. Oh, he can goad them into attacking him. That's so good. Yeah, okay. I'm a big fan of that one. So it would make sense, and speaking of, we've got Phil being kind of prime example of that. It would make more sense instead of taking Irina and giving her another thunder power when she doesn't really have enough mana to use the stuff she's got. Just giving them all one basic offensive power and maxing out their arcane stats would be a lot more sensible. But I do like seeing all the new powers. Phil actually doesn't have anything, so he might be a good one to throw into the tree. Scooty Poop can summon an Ocular Originator. Use a forbidden spell to rend a gaping hole between our reality and a trans-dimensional realm of pure madness, transporting a terrifying Ocular Originator into our universe. Needs to be penned in and can produce helpful eye implants every 40 days. That's just really terrible, Scoozy. That's really terrible. We can also now use a forbidden spell to rend a gaping hole between our reality and a trans-dimensional realm of pure madness, transporting several of its inhabitants to our universe. I mean, defending Islings does seem like a good idea. We could do some defensive spells. You know, for, I don't know, just as an example here, for just in case we get an enormous prison break. And then Gunty has some more necromantic powers. Ghost Walk, Corpse Talk, Paralysis, Pulse. Oh, wow. So anybody within an area for 2 hours get Paralytic Apasia. That's pretty good. Corpse Talk can steal skills from a... Okay, can steal skills from a corpse. That makes sense. Kind of similar to Phil in that way. Ghost Walk allows them to walk through structures. Oh, that would be nuts at a ruin. We just have Gunty do Ghost Walk and scout the whole thing out. Oh, that's really cool. I like that one a lot. We have just a silly amount of anima grass at this tree. 78. I think all of that's going to go to Phil. We could give... What would I give to the enormous pigman? And we'll give people kind of their own adventurer names, because, of course, Pierce, Irina, Exy, they're still using their default names. Same with Geob. When they're converted over to the Ideal Legend, we'll give them proper adventuring names. What would I even give you if I were to give you a magic tree? I mean, it could be... Turning him into a druid could be good. Turning him into a... like a skinwalker might be good, just to defend the colony. Another bard. Word of joy, word of love could be amazing for what is going to be the assistant innkeeper. And then I do the original plan, given that he is an ogre. We give him that We give him the... Oh, they're actually ready to harvest. Oh, this is my plan now. Right, forget everything else. I'm done with the housekeeping stuff. Look, Job, a raven from Castle Onionist. It's your time. The guild has summoned you. Finally, you're free of non-stop innkeeper duties. Oh, no, Job, you don't get to go into the castle. No, no, no. Not when we prepared for you such a delicious meal. Eat the fruit. Nothing. Eat the fruit. There's only a small chance he will turn into an enormous green pig. Eat the fruit. Come on, you're ruining my plans here. Eat the fruit. Oh! Purple pig. Well, I didn't want you to turn green, so you'd be a big green ogre, but I mean... That's probably better for copyright in hindsight. This is already a copyright minefield of a series as it is. And here, Wizards of the Coast kicking down my door every time I press the start recording button. Right, let's, you know what? Let's do it. Job, I'm making him into Colony Bard. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. And then I thought immediately, why don't we have McCall connect to the tree as well? What we've got everyone here, of course, is going to grow a lot more anima grass. So there you go. Fantastic. And then with you, I think it would make sense. Who did I give that to? Did I just give that to Bones? No. Thing ritual complete. Job. Ah, shit. Why did I give it to Bones? I mean, that's fine. That's like totally okay, but I meant to give it to you. Fell asleep at her own linking ritual. Bones. Because Bones, of course, doesn't get much opportunity to put up her levels anyway, so actually that's totally fine. What is this? Hold. Did I accidentally do something very big brain? Transmute a piece of arcanium into the shape of a ring imbued with the arcane knowledge of the caster. When worn by another mage, this temporary allows them to perform the stored spell without practice. Oh my god. Oh, this sounds incredible. Accidentally enormous brain plate. Do we have any, we do! Oh, I could make Grigna and Bones a pair of matching Eltex rings, or Arcanium rings. Are they even married yet? Did they even get married? What happened with that? No, they're going to be married at some point. This is big brain. A big brain. Great character building, good development. I like it. McCall, you are by default shaman. Look, we've got to take it. That's like incredibly good. One of the power is basically photosynthesis. And she is a Garanland tree lady. How much more perfect could that be? We need some iron ingots to build some of the large pieces of furniture, so I'll have Phil caravan over. And then while we're there, let's send that Arcanium as well. What a great idea. And then... I think that's it. Ideally, we need some alcohol, I think, at the castle. I don't know how the hell they would have run out. We've got 3 beer. Oh, shit. Well, they're just going to have to make do with what they've got. Go on, Phil. Is this all down to Grigner? Has he drank all of it? No, they've got loads. What the hell is Exy complaining about a lack of alcohol, then, you moron? Oh, pounding hangover. Well, I see you found the alcohol. I've never had a single building take this long to build, ever. This is actually nuts. Bones can't build it. Because she is constantly breastfeeding this damn child. This hungry child. What? Who? I don't trust you. Who the hell is this? Sebastian is thankful that you rescued him. What? One of the people that we... No! I don't need any new colonists. This was a person that we had to rescue, if you remember, from... or take prisoner. And because we've taken care of them rather than just executing them, you've joined me? What the hell is a high mate? Magically sensitive, psychic bonding, very happy. High libido, very attractive. Delicate. Oh, we don't need delicate. Oh, I don't need you, Blue Man Group. I don't need you at all. We're going to have to start setting up outposts. We're going to have to start setting up colonies. We don't have enough to give our current people gear, let alone new people. Hold on. Hold on, my brain matter is working. Hold on. Job is very sad because he hasn't got any alcohol, right? The limiting factor is the barrels. We have 2 fermenting barrels. They're just not making the alcohol fast enough because we're selling it to guests and we have like 3 people with alcohol dependencies. So... what if we click on reverse engineer, we get the new person who's very good at intellectual, not going to keep them permanently, I'm not committing to this. What if we get them to reverse engineer the barrel? Sebastian begins reverse engineering by disassembling the fermented barrel, success probability 90%. Shit. We've got 2 barrels, but this could be a... oh my god, what if I disassemble both and we hit the 10% both times? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. That's very unlikely. Go. Reverse engineering that has been successful and has boosted research by 2%. I thought you'd just give it to me. No. What are we researching right now? Elven equipment. Get it gone. Elixir creation. Get it gone. These are the only... brewing. We do have it. Okay, research. Sebastian, look, I was going to get rid of you, but I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I am willing, reluctantly, to allow Bones 2 assistants. Sebastian for the brains, Job for the brawn. That's as far as it's going here. And the reason I'm allowing her that is because McCall can take care of the whole castle. But the inn is a bit more of a complicated procedure, right? Because you've got to entertain guests, we've got to do the research, we've got to do the crafting. There's so much to do, an enormous amount to do. This will take the load off of the research aspect. Need to send some more builders over to the other base so they can... Are you actually kidding? This has taken over a season to build one freaking altar. Send some builders back to the inn, because the castle doesn't really need much right now, huh? Who's even good at building these days? I've had everybody working on it, so I think they've probably gained quite a lot of skill. Grigna and Rita could probably manage. So I'm going to send Grigna and Rita back. We don't need Rita here managing the plants, because we've got McCall doing that. So you lot go back to the inn. We are going to make a brewing company that will put fear into the hearts of plaid-wearing, bearded men. Word inn is being used very liberally right now for what is effectively just a B&B. We don't really sell much alcohol, because we haven't got any bloody alcohol to sell. Devil sheep? Devil sheep have joined the... Oh, at the castle. Oh, that's actually amazing. Okay, well, I was just trying to pin in all the farms anyway. That's not a sheep. What the hell are you doing here? I was just building a big old hedge around this so that we could expand out the fields. I think this worked out pretty well, so I'll do that. We'll take this away, and then we'll get the sheep over here and start growing them some hay. Is anybody good at animal handling? Of course, just so I send the animal handler off, we get bloody animals turning up. Phil, you're on animal duty. Actually, you know what? Kill the spider first. Grenade that spider, Phil. Damn! What the hell? That spider's got moves. Was that... I thought that was intentional for a second. I genuinely thought it was dodging the grenade. Why is Phil being such a dick? Put the sheep in the pen. Phil, put the sheep in the pen. Phil, I don't have to tell you this, man. What's going on? Can they not get past the... Is it the frame? Is it the bloody frame that's there? Let's get rid of that. Right, let's try it again. Put the sheep in the... Bruh. Actually unbelievable behavior. What a guy, huh? Bones, sorry, take a break from building that altar to help out with this a sec. Was it the gate's problem, or is Phil just being a moron? Okay, here we go. Oh, this is looking... Ah, that's looking more promising. Okay, it was a gate that was incompatible with the sheep. Finally, alcohol. Are we done with that? Oh, thank God. There you go. We can finally not only do our rituals, but I think we can hopefully do a little bit of a conversion at some stage. Let's set everybody up then. Party healer. Oh, we're going to have to bring everybody over for that, aren't we? That seems like it would be a good place to start for tomorrow in hindsight. Bring the whole party together, get everybody's bedroom set up, and I'll redo the levels in between so we're all on a fresh start, ready to head out there in the world and do some of these quests, because we have some amazing quests lined up ready to go. We've got that ridiculous one that gives us the persona log by killing Udifricta, so that might be a personal quest for Grigna. We've got the large golden chest waiting in the wings for whenever we've dealt with the Fire Jotun on behalf of the Vikings, which is quite fun. We've got some other stuff here that I'm not really too bothered about. We've got some new quests that have popped up in the meantime. Pierre in the Labyrinth. Whoa, okay. Large common chest, small golden chest, and then another radio outpost offering us some tomes. So we'll take a look at that. We've got to do a little more questing. Everyone's moods is going to be terrible otherwise. And boy, at some point, I'm really hoping we get some of the artifact quests spawning in, huh? Some of the, hey, go to find this artifact site. To be fair, I wonder if, because one of them is the ancient terminal, which is obviously not a thing in this world, and the other one is a sky drone. I wonder if we can even find the artifacts. Well, that's tomorrow's problem. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, of course, to Nancy Drow, Sean St. George, Mert Skirt, Christopher Peck, Akrana, Watermoon, Nantucket, King Snitch Gaming, Mon Rage, Black Frame, Grim, Killer Clown, Christian Clark, Alec, Emily, Ivory Squawk, Flight Gamer, Naughty Pickers, Irish Commissar, Igtenio, Sin of Pie, Boop, A-Box, and Pika Pie for their support over at the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for making this all possible in the first place. Hope you're enjoying the series. There's going to be a big mod pack update. I'm not home today as you're watching this video, but on either Sunday evening or Monday there's going to be a big mod pack update with a lot of fixes, the new version of the fantasy mod as well with some more renames, like Plasteel is now Mithril and other such things like that. If you have any suggestions, of course, throw them over on Discord, because we are actively working on stuff that comes from there. Thank you as well to Melvin Gronendal, Golomoth, Kraya, Tom Naylor, Jim Bobo, Flight Gamer, Necrosense, James Burt, Jake, Brambrio, Ultima, Dougleon, Dougalon, Rave Pirate, Wrinklestein, Kebikplosion, Thacker, Janosch, Amazing Moosh, Col, Asparagus, Emily, Mounkadalbe, Fred, Carpsy, Owoni Chan, Jerry the Emperor, and Matthias Yolgi Halsinger. See you all tomorrow.